Let's get the read on this from Dan Joseph. To say he's a China expert would be an understatement. The book, The China Learning Curve, and sort of spells out just how we deal with the Chinese. Dan, from almost all indications now, they're Spitfire angry. They're already talking about, bringing carriers off the coast of Hawaii as a sort of a take that America with you doing that in the South China Sea. Where is this going?
Well, certainly, I think one result is that China is going to harden its position, at least in the short term. You won't see it back off the large increases in defense spending they've been doing, and they won't back off, some of the naval operations they're doing in the South China Sea. Now, longer term, bigger picture, what China might notice is there's real opinion coalescing and agreement among the allies. In the last couple of months, we've had the UK and now Germany send their boats through the South China Sea, freedom of navigation type of things. Now we have Australia. That was a great quote from Australia saying they will not back down. So what China needs to see is it wasn't just, Donald Trump's blustery rhetoric. Trump succeeded in kind of pivoting policy on China, and now we're seeing more and more coalition among the allies, and that, in the long run, maybe, I'm not saying definitely, will give China pause, because I don't think they're getting what they want out of some of these more aggressive moves. They've got a lot of hostility on their borders, and now they see all the advanced economies lining up against them.
Not all the economies, right? I mean, and not all the companies in those economies. So China seems to be working them to say, all right, you're looking to do business here. We have a good mutual relationship. Wouldn't it be a shame if something were to happen with that? And some of those who really, really depend on that might balk. Now, Australia is unique in that it does have quite a link with China, but has been willing to risk that. What about these other countries?
Well, we do have to walk a fine line. Simply, disengaging from China economically would be extremely expensive. Not to mention, I don't think it's necessarily the right thing to do. There's still things that economic engagement, on the right terms, protecting against unfair trade, could do to help the relationship. I think it has helped China immensely over the last several decades. I do think they've changed and become easier to deal with as compared to, the 1970s. We just got to make sure it's on our terms. So economic engagement is going to remain, but I think Australia is a great example. Australia is very closely aligned with China, very dependent on exports to China, and yet China tried to push Australia around in a couple of different instances, and this is Australia's response. I actually think this is the direction it's going to go in. There's going to be a little bit of pain. The German automakers aren't going to like it, but I think we're going to see the advanced economies linking arms and saying, listen, we'll engage with you on fair terms, but we're not going to yield on all of these other issues just so we can sell a few products in your country. That's the direction we're going in.
That would be character building. Thank you, Dan, very much. Dan Joseph, the China Learning Curve author. Let's go.